what's up?
Gentlemen.
Guy. Man, how you doing? Barak, what's up? Man, I hate that you guys had to come today. They broke down my studio, so we're in this temporary studio because we're going to San Diego to do a
watch party.
Oh, thank you for watching. Yeah, man.
And the video's posted. It's big out there.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's hot in them streets. Let them know. Let them know.
How are you guys
Plus,
doing?
I pay attention. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
Pretty
How
good,
are you
thank
guys?
I'm phenomenal, man. I can't complain.
I know.
I don't know. My back is hurting. You know, my rent is late. You know,
What?
but you know what I'm saying?
I don't believe that.
I don't know, stuff like that. You know, if you really want to know. Nah, I'm good.
So what you guys got planned, man? You know, you guys definitely have been innovators in the game ever since you got into this position with Dazn. You've gone on outside that box, or should I say squared circle, with your interview style and just your interaction with the fighters. And I'm bringing this up specifically because I do remember an episode where you guys took Canelo shopping, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm assuming you got something planned, or is this fight too big because he is stepping up in weight and fighting a pretty big man in Dimitri Bivol?
Well, yeah, I mean, something like that would be done earlier on in camp. You know what I mean? Like whenever we would do stuff outside of box, it wouldn't be on fight week. But because that was before we were doing a daily show, which is way more time consuming, and we were doing a weekly show once a week in 2018, so we had more time to travel and do shoulder content like that. Now, like the daily show is focused, and the 2 live shows we do on fight week in the fight city. The zone fight or not, if it's a big fight enough, that the Zone Boxing Show will do a show on Friday after the weigh-in and before the fight. So that's the focus now.
How's that been for you guys, going from, you know, kind of like once a week, like you said, to now every single day?
Well, listen, we started every single day on SiriusXM and DAZN.
Okay.
So basically, you got 3-hour live show. 3-hour live show every single day, 15 hours a week. We talking boxing.
Nice.
So if we could do that, we could do anything. That's how I feel, because it's like boxing is such a small sport in America. You know what I mean? And it's doesn't seem like you could talk about 15 hours straight of interesting content, but we were able to do it. So now it's like everything else seems so easy to us.
No, it's so much out there. I mean, boxing, I like to say it's like a soap opera, man. There's so much drama left and right. There's always a headline that can definitely be at least a topic, or if not holding its own show. No,
you've been a master at that, at pulling shit out of thin air. Excuse my French.
No, you
and doing a show for as long as you do it live and on a daily basis. I mean, you obviously can relate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's a little tougher maybe for us because we don't necessarily touch certain topics.
Okay. True, oh, you got to stay DAZN only?
No. It's just that I said topics, meaning there's certain things about fighters that we know, but we don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't like to promote certain things. You know what I mean?
True.
We don't like to promote negativity just because we love these fighters. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't going to talk, even though it's a hot topic, and we might know the inside. But
like what?
But we ain't talking about
what topic you stood away from?
Yeah, exactly.
No, just a lot of stuff that you touch on, or a lot of platforms touch on, meaning like for us, a soundbite.
You heard him. He just said what topics we didn't touch on.
No, which ones you stood away from?
No, like we supposed to say it.
No,
we stood away from.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's room for everybody. Like it's not that important for us to put out a clip that gets a lot of views. Like it's more important to cultivate a good relationship. That doesn't mean that we don't express ourselves. I mean, we debate with fighters on the show. We speak our minds when it comes to, you know, how a fight is going to play out. Even fighters that have become friends. That's very different than touching on certain personal topics.
Yeah, like personal topic. Like if it's some personal business that a fighter is dealing with, I don't care about that. To talk about it on air, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? So we try to attract people to boxing. So a lot of times talking about whether somebody got locked up or, you know, or whatever case they're fighting, whatever, that ain't gonna help. You know what I'm saying? So that's just not our lane. You know
not that there's anything wrong with it. Somebody has to cover it, right?
Yeah.
It's just not our lane.
Oh, no, a million people gonna cover it.
Pretty much every news.
Everybody gonna cover it.
Every news publication, every YouTube channel. Listen, I mean, I feel like you got to talk about it because, you know, whether athletes want to I know a lot of them have taken different stances, but they're a role model regardless if they choose to be or want to be. So what you do is always going to be, you know, publicized, and depending what it is, you know, glamorized or, you know, scrutinized, you know. So they got to tread lightly because people are always watching. It's like us now. Like I was talking to Giandra, and she's like, man, I went back and scrubbed my whole Twitter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, should I do that? Like, is there something I said? You know what I'm saying? And I know I've said.
Oh, maybe so.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
I know I've said, but it's like, this is where we are, that everything you do say, every action you do, like, yo, oh my God.
You don't regret anything that you've ever said?
I regret things that I've done, but
I'm talking about said on a YouTube show, on whatever, at a fight.
Nah, man. Honestly, the relationships I've lost in this sport, it just comes down to the fighters being sensitive, man. Because I've never. We gonna stay away from.
Oh wait, you want to stay away from?
I mean, I'll give you one. You give me one.
I just did that because of you.
I give you one. You give me one. No, I'm just saying they sensitive. Like you know, if you can't make a pay-per-view prediction in this game, then you know, like, what the fuck am I allowed to do?
Prediction. Be specific.
All right, so listen, I'll give you one. One time it was Adrian Broner back in the day when he had got shot at. You know what I'm saying? Got arrested or whatever. And he came to the studio. That's when we was on thisis50.com. So we had a long talk with him, me, Ak, 50 Cent, and somebody else. I think his manager or something. And it was what's that kid's name?
6'4".
6'4".
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all had a long talk, maybe 2 hours. There's no way we was going to discuss that because who cares? We talking about boxing here. And he was like, nah, let's talk about it. You know what I mean? But that's something that we would have stayed away from. That's something that we talk about to him personally. Like, hey, maybe you need to stop doing this. Or maybe you need to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself out of this kind of circle and stuff like that. And that's the way we'll talk to these fighters. But when we get on air, we're going to talk about what you want to talk about, what's going to help your career and what's going to help you in your life. You know what I mean? And nah, I ain't saying that you don't have to talk about it. Everybody's going to talk about it. You do anything wrong or they're going to jump on it. But that doesn't mean everybody has to. That's all.
No, you right. I give
you next.
Yeah,
next, Ness.
What? Oh, with
you
the
got.
situation?
I just gave you one.
No, I mean, I gave you mine. Earl sensitive, man.
To what? I didn't hear you say that.
Because like he has a problem because I did an interview with Ken Porter like 10 years ago about his pay-per-view prediction for Mikey.
It definitely wasn't 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it was about three years ago.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating.
Three years.
No, but we don't know you exaggerating.
Come on, we all know when Mikey fought, and
once you said that,
ago?
March 2019.
Wow. So 3 years ago.
Okay, what was your prediction? What'd you say?
It was March 16th.
So you got to understand. See, it's context, right? It's context. Like someone, a mega fan might have clipped out just my number,
right?
And there's no context, you know. The context to that conversation with me and Ken Porter is like, as boxing fans, we understood that Earl was going to win that fight. Yeah, there was a bunch of people that wanted to see it.
This show was a bunch of people saying that Mikey could outbox him too,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
So there was so many people out there that were saying that they wanted to see it or that believe Mikey seen something. I was just of the very small fraction that believed that Earl is as good as he's been showing you guys back then. So to me, that was a sham. Like,
what was a sham? The fight?
Yeah.
What is a sham?
Well, I guess it was a sham because in people's minds, he's much bigger than Mikey. But Mikey was one of the best fighters in the world.
But he had no business in that ring.
Why? Because of size?
Because we knew the outcome.
Well,
that's
Canelo shouldn't be with B-Ball.
And in retrospect,
Canelo's a little guy.
But we know Canelo's gonna win. We'll be here Sunday.
How do we know that?
Bro, we'll be here Sunday talking about how he won.
I hope so, but we don't know that.
But the betting line knows.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
They're right for a reason.
As Canelo's moved up, he's been able to show like, I'm that guy in whatever division I'm in.
But that's super specialness.
But hold on though.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm being chastised for that, for believing that you're so
saying
good.
That Mikey's never shown that he's special.
Yeah,
no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that forget how good Mikey is. We going too deep into it. The fighter shouldn't be even thinking that far. I'm saying you so fucking good that fight ain't what people saying to me.
So wait.
I knew you was about to wipe him out. I knew that's what I knew.
So I
it's like,
guess.
So I'm like, I'm thinking there was more people out there like me.
Yeah.
So there wasn't gonna be 48,000 people in attendance. There wasn't gonna be 345. Because I thought there was more people like me that believe, man, that dude's too small. The same way we thought Rigo was too small. I just roll with Rigo because that's my man's. But Rigo moved up fucking.
What, Lomachenko?
Yeah. He moved up 2 divisions. He been inactive. Like,
I still thought Rigo could win that though.
and I picked him.
Yeah.
But I always had a thing against Lomachenko. I picked fucking the Jamaican.
Nicholas Walters.
Yeah, but see, there was probably a whole lot of people who said, Lomachenko's just gonna beat this guy. The same way you're saying, Canelo's gonna beat Bivol. But look what happened.
No.
I would have never thought. On paper, wasn't that a beautiful matchup though?
Which one?
What?
Rigo and Loma.
No.
Whether he's small or not. Okay,
yes, it was.
Yes, because Rigo's weight.
Gold medals. Nobody, people, the hardcore boxing fans weren't excited about that fight.
Rigo was much smaller than Donaire. Donaire was supposed to tear Rigo's head off.
That's not true.
He was supposed to tear Rigo's head off. Donaire was the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, but remember that Donaire started his career way lighter than Rigo.
It doesn't matter.
He was still bigger.
At that time, he was bigger.
Still way bigger.
I was there live. Were you there? I don't know, but I was there live. He was huge. Rigo was small.
I was on record picking Rigo, but that's also why I picked Rigo going into the Loma fight. I wanted to believe he was going to have that magic that it needed to beat Loma.
That's what I'm saying.
But he was the underdog, you know, and unlike that Earl-Mikey fight, you know, I gave Rigo a shot. I never gave Mikey a shot. I knew, man, we seen what he did to Algerian. I'm not saying Algerian.
That was special.
Exactly. And he's big. He's big. I've been in his camp. I watched him spar a fucking heavyweight. So when I say, you know, nobody's dumb enough to, like, we know what's going to happen. That's how I said that prediction. It wasn't
check it out. That's inside information.
I'm wishing him, I'm wishing that his numbers don't do well. He only going to do 50,000.
So you said the fight was a sham. People aren't going to watch this. That was your prediction.
So you know what that does to the public? They say, well, you know what? I'm not going to watch that. And that's why fighters get offended. That's all.
I hear you, but he knew they threw him a gimme to boost him up. He knew it, I knew it, Al knew it, so why you getting mad? Like, you only got Mikey to become a pay-per-view star. You ain't get Mikey because he was going to beat you. You got Mikey because they knew they could use him to make you.
Mikey wanted to fight him, though. Mikey wanted to fight Errol. And Mikey, he has shown greatness. He moved up in weight classes.
Yeah, but
Mikey was calling him out.
So why we arguing? It's 4 people in here that watch boxing. None of us picked Mikey, so we all saying the same thing.
No, but boxing is... You've never been shocked from an outcome of a fight.
Andy Ruiz, Buster Douglas, those type of.
It's happened. It's the theater of the unexpected. So we can say, Errol's going to win this fight, but that doesn't mean it's a sham. Mikey thought he could win this fight. There were plenty of fans out there that thought Mikey was the better boxer.
Bruh, just because it's fans that think don't mean they know.
But that's what sells a fight. That's what makes the fight.
And that's what I'm telling you. This was his catapult fight. That was his trampoline.
But that's not his fault. That people believe Mikey can win.
And it's not my fault that I don't believe Mikey can't win.
And it's also not Errol's fault that he gets called out. He was never going to call out Mikey Garcia.
Okay.
Yeah. Mikey Garcia called him out, so you know what he did? Obliged.
Exactly.
Yeah. He never said Mikey's name ever.
So why was that? And what's that called on the basketball court? Taking tack on the dude. So all I'm saying is what we saying.
It's called smart. It's called brilliance.
Listen, and that's why y'all still got a relationship, because y'all say it, y'all phrase it that way, and I phrase it the other way, but we still saying the same fucking thing.
No, but you know what? I phrase it the way I would want it to be phrased for me. That's how.
But Errol,
just respect any man. You know what I'm saying? I phrase it the way I want people to talk about me.
But I'm not disrespecting him by telling my audience that fight isn't Crawford.
No, but
that fight isn't Ennis.
No, we'll say that too, but we won't say that this fight is a sham, because you got to give Mikey a shot as well. You got to give
based off what?
Because that dude was one of the best fighters in the world. Doesn't matter.
He was undefeated.
Floyd is smaller than all his opponents.
He never fought at welterweight.
I get it. And Manny Pacquiao never beat a 154-pounder until he did it.
No, he never won at welterweight till he beat Oscar.
Listen, that's wrong. Manny Ben showed his specialness. That's what I'm saying. If you want to say,
so did Mikey.
And that's where we defer, because when I watch Mikey versus Salido, I watch the dude check out.
100%. I see that too.
So that's all we need to talk about.
Broken nose.
His heart ain't there.
broken nose.
His heart ain't there.
But his skill set is there.
But it ain't show up versus Earl because his heart wasn't there. Because if your heart there,
that's not the part we're arguing.
If your heart there,
that's not the part we're arguing.
If your heart there, like it wasn't in the Salido fight, you gonna take that extra opportunity.
Why are we even talking about
I know, right? This is not really an argument. You understand?
Great debate.
My last statement on this is, when you say it's a gimme, it is disrespecting Errol in a way.
How?
So listen, because you're making it seem like he knew, like this was a master plan. Like, all right, Al, give me this easy fight. So I can be a pay-per-view star. The dude was called out, and he made tons of money.
So let me ask you.
Listen, because you're right that this is a gimme, because you're right that this should be an easy fight for Errol, what we're arguing is that the reason why he felt disrespected. That's all we're saying. So we're not saying you're wrong. We're saying that he's disrespected for a good reason because he's trying to feed his family and you're taking away from the fight.
That's not disrespect. That's not disrespect.
That's not
in his eyes. In his eyes,
that's not disrespect. Listen, journalists.
I'm gonna show you how they think.
Journalists get ridiculed for their writing every day. Coppinger gets disrespected every day for breaking news, right? So he'll say what's going to happen, and every fighter will disrespect him, and then when he said what's going to happen, happens. No one apologizes, okay? So everybody who's in a field is open to criticism. Yeah. That's just part of it.
I agree with you. Can I just say something though about fighters? I'm just trying to explain the mindset. I'm not arguing you about, whether you're right or wrong. I don't care. What I'm saying is that because these are the culture is black and brown fighters usually. He's a black fighter. You're a brown gentleman. He looks at you differently. That's how these fighters, they look at us differently. And you know that. You know what I'm saying? So because they feel like they can relate to you. So sometimes what we do offends them more than what a Coppinger does. Have you experienced that?
Nah, man.
I've experienced that. They definitely look at you differently. But
I think that's an unfair standard because if they're gonna look at me differently, they gotta recognize that I came out the mud. They gotta also recognize that Coppinger never visit them. Coppinger doesn't spend his own money.
That's the point I'm saying. That's the point I'm saying.
So they might consider you. I should be entitled to my opinion.
They might consider you more of a friend.
I'd rather sever a relationship than not be allowed to speak my opinion.
And I respect that. But they might.
Let
me speak from their standpoint. Let me speak from their standpoint. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're explaining yourself. That makes sense. But what I'm saying is if you've done those things that Coppinger has not done, go to their camp, befriended them, then they hold you to a standard of friendship. So they don't want to be disrespected by you. They don't want you to say negative things about their fight. They want you to say it in a respectful, nice way so that they can still make money.
An opinion,
and that's what they expect. They're your friend.
An opinion is not just an opinion if it affects your pockets, right? In my opinion, right? People, I get scrutinized all day on Instagram, on YouTube and all that. If it's something, and I don't care about it anymore, but if it's something that is going to affect my pockets, that's a problem. So you saying that a fight is a sham, this shit is BS, y'all shouldn't watch this nonsense.
Well, that's what
people listen to.
That's what you say in other words.
People listen to but that's not my literal, none of those were my literal words.
Why are you saying fight is it was a sham?
That's the same thing.
Because I'm giving you the faster.
If I'm a casual fan, if I'm a casual, I know this because I speak to casual fans, right? If a casual fan is listening to a boxing show that is a daily boxing show and is saying this fight is a sham, he's gonna tell his man like, yo, my man Ness from the Boxing Voice, he said that fight ain't I'm not paying for this.
Do you know
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Again, that's not what happened. It wasn't on the show. It was an interview that I did with Ken
Porter.
It's
out. It's out.
And I'm asking Ken Porter his pay-per-view prediction. You know what I'm saying? So he gives me a number and I give a number.
A low number. A low number. What was the number? You remember?
Crawford versus Postal number.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, and what did it do?
325, 345.
Yeah.
So, and I could be
proved you wrong.
And why?
Did you apologize?
And let me how when you so sensitive I can't even get to you. Now let me explain
on your platform.
Now let me explain the difference. Let me explain the difference, right? Yeah. Here's the difference. Adrian Broner, give me the year. Adrian Broner, Marcos Maidana, San Antonio, 2012. Texas. 2012. I'm at the bar. The night before, Robert Guerrero is at the bar. You know, we drink and I'm buying them Coronas. We picking right then and there. He is the trainer of Marcos. Nesta Gibbs is Nesta Gibbs. I'm picking Broner. I'm all in with Broner. I mean, we like this back then, too. I'm all in.
Against who?
Against Maidana.
Oh.
Broner comes, sits down. He's next to me on the fight on the hotel couch, and we just laughing at Robert. Like, big time laughing. Like, man, he about to smoke Maidana. Next day, it's on video. They beat the shit out of Broner. Robert runs to me. I told you, motherfucker. I told you. Ah!
Did he tell you?
Of course, he was picking his
The day
fighter.
before,
No, I'm saying, did he tell you that?
Who?
Robert Garcia, because he said, I told you.
Yeah, because
he was just saying the night before they were drinking and
I
he
didn't
told
know
him.
Robert was saying that.
Yeah. So the night before, me and Robert drinking, then Broner comes in. He's talking with us. So now I'm really gassed up. Like, yeah, Broner. You know what I'm saying? Next day, Broner walking out. Robert runs up to me. My relationship ain't over Robert. I could go to Riverside. You know what he did?
What?
Give me 10 push-ups. Lets me in the back of the room. It ain't over.
You bust him out?
Hell yeah, and it's on camera. It ain't over because I made a fucking wrong prediction.
Not everybody's
unfair.
like that, Nesson. You know that. Come on.
Not everybody is fair.
Right.
Not everybody is fair. That's
I seen
just the
Dan
bottom
Rafael
line.
say that Canelo was going to beat Plant, and Plant said he didn't sever his relationship with Dan. He was just like, I'm going to show you.
Exactly.
But other fighters be like, F you.
Exactly. Why? Why I got a gangbang on a fighter?
We're all different.
No, man. No. We should be...
No, we can't say how we should be.
We can't
say how
we
can't say how a human being
should be preaching for
There's
people to be
no.
better human beings. Like you should not be segregated, blacklisted.
That's a very harsh judgment because I could pull out things about you that maybe I'm more disciplined in, and I can say, well, you should be doing this, bro. But I wouldn't.
And that's a pickup. That's a pickup, especially from someone like you.
If it's in a respectful, nice way.
Listen to me.
If it's in a respectful way, because we friends.
And I would hope that it is, and I know that it is coming from you. My audience know that it would be coming from you because I've spoken your name on this show a lot, and the type of man that you are. So I know if you telling me something, which you have, hit me up like, yo, XYZ, and I'm like, thank you. Yeah. And it's a pickup. Like, I don't know where these dudes come from. I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Like, you got a problem with a dude, he corny, but you don't want to fight him. That shit don't make sense to me. It just don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole Earl Spence, Keith Thurman thing is like, you was 14-0. How do you take such a stance? But that shows his personality because you're taking a stance on Thurman that you're never going to fight him, that he's corny. You don't like him personally anymore because he didn't give you a shot when he had the opportunity at the Pacquiaos and the Mayweathers.
Yeah,
you got the opportunity now. Hold on, let me finish. You could go right next. Earl or Crawford not looking at Jerron and Virgil. Earl or Crawford not looking at Jerron and Virgil. Keith was not looking at Crawford and fucking Earl. He was looking at Pacquiao and Mayweather. So now you severed that relation. You calling him corny, so now all your fans calling him corny. This dude lost to only one dude, a legend, but he corny because you say so.
A close loss. A close loss.
Exactly.
Thurman versus Pacquiao.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, some people hold grudges.
No, I was just going to say, like, regardless, at the end of the day, even if he did say that, can't nobody complain about who the fuck he fighting because he's literally fighting, like, great fight after great fight after great fight. Like,
who are we talking about here?
Errol.
Errol,
right?
That's what I'm
but
saying.
so
like,
was Keith.
No, and I'm not discrediting Keith, but what I'm saying, if Earl is saying that, it don't really fucking matter because at the end of the day, Earl is fighting tough fights.
That's a good
so
point.
if he ain't giving Keith the fight, I don't give a fuck because the fight he is in, to me, is better.
Yes, that's a double standard.
But it's better. The fight is better.
Okay,
it's better than that.
Yeah, I get you.
Yet that's a double standard because bringing it back to Canelo, Canelo's fighting great fights. He's actually fighting fucking champions.
Yeah.
But yet he's still ducking Charlo.
But who says that? Who says that?
Who says that?
I'm saying, no. I'm saying, who says that has credibility? Who says that has real credibility?
I mean,
who says that knows the sport?
Who? You see,
name one guy that has real credibility in his sport. There's opinion should be respected. That says that.
See, nobody. I mean, see, I'm like,
he's ducking the smaller guy.
I'm in tune with the streets, so I don't say that their opinions don't have because they're the fan. We're paying fans, like we're the fans.
But do you understand that sometimes?
Like right now, this fight ain't even free. I pay $100 a month for DAZN.
100 a year, you mean?
Yeah, so I can get
a month,
it. Excuse me, a year, so I can get it for the 883. So I can get it for the 883. But guess what?
What?
Canelo ain't in that package no more.
I know, that sucks.
So it does matter who he fight, and the people that's complaining, it do matter to them because we're paying for that shit.
Yeah, it's just become not affordable.
So you're saying the casual fan that is paying for the subscription at
Matters.
DAZN because they say he's ducking Charlo, it matters.
Okay, so I'll play devil's advocate because it's good to finally get. Let's see if I can get this off my shoulder and let y'all have to do it, right? Because the truth is, right, my audience, like, I like to defend Canelo. I don't think he ducked the Charlo, but it's hard to do.
Charlo don't think he ducked him.
Charlo himself said on our show
that Canelo ain't ducking me.
He gotta be politically correct.
That's wrong. When the hell is Charlo? No. Charlo doesn't have to be politically correct.
He know.
He's almost never politically correct.
He know. He gotta be. With Canelo, you get blacklisted. You don't want to be Demetrius Andrade. We all seen it could be done. We know it.
How about he just feels like Canelo's never ducked him because he knows what's really going on?
Okay, so what about the fact that
that's just a speculation? What you're saying?
Okay, what about the fact that he and his brother were champions at that division, and Canelo at 54? You're the almanac of the show.
Why are you playing devil's advocate? When you already explained why Canelo ain't fight guys.
Because like I said, it is hard. Yeah. It is hard. Why didn't he fight Demetrius at 54? Why instead he waited for Demetrius to vacate?
Why are we talking about
Liam?
Canelo not fighting Demetrius and not saying Charlo fight Demetrius?
Yeah.
Why are we pointing out one guy? Like, they never fought nobody.
Well, I like to say that too. That's my defense. But
like, everybody should just fight everybody, but we talking about Canelo.
One guy.
Like, Canelo
we still talking about Canelo at 154.
Listen, Canelo is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who he didn't fight.
Yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. It doesn't matter who he didn't fight. But those other guys are good fighters, but not Hall of Famers yet. So let them fight each other.
But that's our answer is like, yeah, he didn't fight Demetrius, but he fought XYZ. Yeah, he didn't fight Jamel or Jamal, but he fought XYZ. But what is the real answer? Why didn't he fight Demetrius, Jamal, and Jamel?
We think? All right, let's just talk about the eye test. All right, you said about Mikey Garcia. He showed that he was, he gave up in the Salido fight. They get a broken nose. Do you think Canelo's like that?
That he could give up?
No, that he's scared of a fighter. This guy is going against Bivol, who is a really.
But you could be.
He's really 154 pound frame.
You could be threatened by a style.
No.
He fought Lara. He fought Lara.
Yeah, how long ago?
Lara is
he's a better fighter now. He's a way better fighter.
Would he become a sucker?
But how long?
He became a sucker after that.
But how long?
How about this? Canelo's already won titles at 68 and 75. Why are we still talking about who did he fight at 54?
Because those are the guys that
wait. In the meantime, hold up. In the meantime,
avoided.
Hold on.
That's the word you use.
Hold on. Barak.
Divisions.
Yeah. And in the meantime, in between time, right?
All right.
As he been chasing greatness and legacy, and I love all those guys. How many of those guys have fought each other?
They don't got the money.
What?
They don't got the money behind them.
You mean to tell me that Eddie Hearn didn't offer Charlo to fight Andre $7 million?
He ain't gonna be able to talk later.
Come on.
And you mean to tell me that you don't know that Charlo has got a fucking Showtime contract? He can't take it. But why don't you say now on air that Demetrius was offered by Espinoza the same fight on Showtime, but he decided to re-sign like fucking Crawford.
I'm not defending Demetrius Andrade. We talk about Canelo. We talk about Canelo.
I'm defending Charlo. You said why Charlo ain't fighting Andrade. I'm telling you why, because he's got a network.
I'm not saying that Charlo wouldn't fight Canelo because I don't think he would not want that fight. He has a team in place that he respects, and
Charlo wants certain fights.
I don't agree with you.
Biggest super middleweight.
I don't agree with you.
Biggest super middleweight on Instagram.
Somebody don't like Charlo here.
It ain't that I don't like Charlo.
So you don't think Charlo?
I call motherfuckers bluff.
So you don't think Jamal will fight Canelo if he had the opportunity to?
I don't think he'll fight Benavidez if he had the opportunity. You can't post on your Instagram you're the biggest super middleweight in the world. You can't post on your Instagram that you're going to be the one to beat Canelo.
He's not a super middleweight.
But that's what he posted. So that's what I'm saying. You can't post on Instagram that you're the biggest super middleweight in the world. Then when Benavidez want to fight, you talk about, let's do a catchweight. I'm not really a super middleweight.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that because he's not a super middleweight.
So then why are you saying you are?
What are you talking about?
That's
he's
what I'm
saying
trying
Jamal
to
said he's the biggest super middleweight
in the world.
I never heard him say that.
That's something I never heard him say. I didn't know he said that.
So my motto is, I stalk all the fighters, so y'all ain't got to. You just come here and I tell you.
You stalk all the fighters?
I'm on everybody's social media. He posted it on his story and he put the caption, biggest super middleweight in the world. He was in the ring, Ronnie Shields' gym. We got screenshots. I would just have to find it because obviously you know they delete shit.
I believe
he said it. But when it comes to Benavidez, he won a 64 catchweight. He won a vaccine. He said they can't fight him till he turned 25. Now he need to get a belt. So you big enough to fight?
Kind of like Triple G when he was going to fight
Ward?
No, when he wasn't going to fight Ward, but he was going to fight
Chavez
at 165 or whatever,
and Gilberto.
But if you talk to them now, they'll tell you that they wanted to fight with Ward. So who knows what the truth is sometimes.
No,
but it looks that way.
No. History repeats itself. You said the truth. The truth was what you originally said.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight Ward, but he was willing to fight Chavez and Gilberto. It's always going to be like that. I'd rather fight the Mexican. He's going to bring more money. It's more marketable. It's easier to sell. We'll fight
what's
him
wrong
later.
with that?
So what you mean?
I'm saying that makes sense, right? This is a business as well.
I mean,
and that's what Canelo's been doing. He's been chasing that money, but he's been chasing the legacy and the tougher fights.
And that's what the fans have been saying, that for 3 divisions, the Charlos don't make business sense?
Everybody that I asked, all the boxers that I've asked, I said, what's a tougher fight for Canelo? Is it Bivol or is it Charlo? And they all say Bivol.
No, and I hear you because our mind is going to gravitate to that because he's the bigger man. Yeah. He's the bigger man.
Not only and because of his
they're both undefeated. They both didn't really fight any great fighters.
But no. I think Bivol has a stronger resume.
I said great fighters. I said they haven't fought great fighters. Yes, I like both of their resumes, but they haven't fought great fighters yet. That's all. Bivol fought a champion and beat him up every single round. He got clipped one time. You know what I mean? I think Bivol is the hardest fighter at 175 pounds.
Even harder than Beterbiev.
I was about to say 175th Street.
Nah.
Even harder than Beterbiev.
I agree.
Yes,
harder,
that's my opinion.
Harder in the sense of what, like a difficult...
Just stylistic.
Stylistically.
I'm not saying Bivol
we know who punches hard.
Tough as Beterbiev.
No, I was just making sure.
It's the easiest style for Canelo to tee off on.
Yeah,
Beterbiev, and obviously the guy is a savage in the ring, but stylistically, there's no way that he's harder than Bivol for Canelo Alvarez.
Just to connect shots. That's all we're saying. Now, if he hits Canelo, will it be more dangerous than Bivol hitting him? 100%.
Probably.
Beterbiev is a monster, but he's there to be hit. That's all.
Definitely there to be hit. I'm sure you guys was there. I was there in Chicago when. Who the fuck?
Yeah, we all picking Canelo.
Callum Johnson.
He's so dangerous, and no one's picking him. And Bivol is like, oh, he's more dangerous than Charlo, but we're all picking Canelo here.
But wait a minute. What would you pick against Canelo and Charlo?
I'm always gonna pick Canelo.
So what do you?
All right, then. So what are you saying? Because the guy's a favorite. Because the guy's a favorite, that means that his opponent isn't.
This is an incredible. If Canelo wins, this is superstardom. This is incredible, bro. Canelo is a 154 pounder. He's a very little guy. He's barely taller than
very small
Floyd Mayweather. He's 5'8", bro. He's a little tiny man. Little tiny man fighting a man that's 75, 175, who's taller than me, who walks around probably 195. You seen him the other day, Ak? He's big. And he could box.
Yeah.
Kovalev was boxing Canelo and keeping him from the outside.
It's a dangerous fight.
Now, I know those judges was whatever. I had Kovalev up. I think Bivol got fresher legs, and I think he could do a better job than Kovalev. That's a tough damn fight.
Yeah. And I still got Canelo.
I agree that he can do it. We were just going back and forth because it's like Canelo's been getting him out in 11 and obviously...
He barely got first round knockouts. That's early in his career. Mm-hmm. He's a guy, he got a lot of 11 round knockouts. Mm-hmm. A lot. Mm-hmm. Maybe 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. He breaks you down. But you know what? You're very close to losing. You're very close to losing.
A lot of people had him down. Obviously, you said the Kovalev fight. A lot of people had him down in the plan fight as well.
That's
I didn't have him down in the plan fight. I didn't have him down in the Big Joe fight.
And I know people have said that.
I didn't have him down in those fights.
I think I did.
But you know what? Wait. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I don't remember counting rounds.
The entire BT commentator staff had plan up.
You know what?
I think I
don't want to say what I had,
but I'm
I don't remember. He's on bias.
Yeah, Plant was my man.
No doubt.
I
know Plant was doing very well. I don't remember counting rounds.
You thought he would win the fight?
No, I bet money, and I was fucking.
That he would make it the distance.
Yes, I was advising him. We thought he was gonna make it the distance. I mean, let's be real. Plant got some soul in him. That
boy could fight.
And the biggest issue in that fight was Canelo. He adjusted. It was so crazy to see that video of Floyd Mayweather Sr. teaching I don't know who how to defend the shoulder roll, and then you realize somehow maybe Canelo got that, or Reynoso realized that was the code breaker because he was attacking like Mayweather Sr. himself is telling you attack the hip.
Yes.
Attack the hip. And that's what the fuck he was doing. Attacking Plant's hip, his back, everything. So eventually Plant was hitting him with that Mayweather shoulder roll. He was looking good in the first, let's say 6 to 7 maybe.
Right.
But he's slowing down now because you're taking those things away from him, and Canelo, he's an animal.
I mean, that's why he's proven how great he is.
But he still ain't finding a slick black fighter. He's staying away from that, just like Floyd did, just like everybody did. Everybody avoided Purnell. Everybody avoided Floyd.
You said that you don't like that Mikey fought Spence, and you said that Spence was going to beat him. Mm-hmm. But if you say also that Charlo was going to lose to Canelo, why do you really say stuff like that? Why would you say a slick black fighter? Is Charlo a slick black fighter?
Even slick.
He's not a slick. Charlo's not even a slick black fighter.
He looked pretty slick in the.
Nah.
He's not.
You gonna
tell me he ain't look slick in that Derby and Chen just catching.
That's not slick.
You know who's slick? You know who's slick? Purnell Whitaker is slick.
That's not slick.
Floyd Mayweather is slick.
That's different.
Slick means because he's weaving shots. You're making you miss, not blocking shots. Charlo blocks shots.
Yeah.
That's not slick. That's blocking shots.
When you catch and shoot, that's slick to me.
That's not slick. Slick is movement.
It's like
slick is making you miss.
All right,
slick is making you miss.
You're going back and forth because you're against Charlo. Now you're saying Canelo doesn't want to fight it because he's black and slick.
You are the devil. You play devil's advocate against yourself.
I'm giving you what my audience tells me on a daily basis.
No, but you're saying it's coming from your perspective. At least
we ain't talking to the audience. We talking to you.
Because I
ain't come here to talk to your audience. I came here to talk to you.
Jamal Charlo himself.
So you faking right now?
Jamal Charlo himself.
Giving you
I don't know what the fuck going on. I know Charlo ain't fucking slick. That's all I know.
Listen,
he's a good fighter.
He's a really good fighter.
Yeah, that's slick.
But he's great. But he himself off the record, not on the air, being politically correct.
You can't say what he said off the record.
Listen. Off the record, he doesn't feel like Canelo is ducking him.
That's all.
If the man himself knows the business, knows the conversations that are going on, is telling us, nah, he ain't ducking me. If he's saying it on the air and off the air, how can you feel that he's
while fans are saying Canelo ain't fighting a slick black fighter, you know what fighters are saying? Those slick black fighters are saying? Canelo's special.
They gotta say that. They don't want to
to themselves. So tell me. I'm saying
you see what happened to Andre?
Hold on, Barak. I'll do you one better.
I'm not talking about publicly.
Barak.
What's up, brother?
Tank Davis doesn't
the slickest blackest fighter.
He's not gonna fight Canelo.
A little yellow though.
Maybe.
If Tank is
what was the question?
No. He said he's worried about. No, he's worried about people being blackballed like Andrade and stuff. Yeah. Those guys aren't gonna fight Canelo.
Yeah,
they are saying it.
Yes,
Canelo's their favorite fighter.
I think Gervonta's one of the best fighters in the world, and he's a slick fighter.
But if you interview anybody,
would you agree that he's a slick fighter?
I don't know about slick.
What?
What? Slick
movement? Slick is movement.
Javante.
You remember he hurt his hand. He hurt his hand in the 10th round. And out-slicked him the 12th round against Isak Cruz. Out-slicked
Javante's on hand.
I think he could box. I think he's a great boxer.
He's quick and slick.
And he got power. And he got explosive.
He's one of the best fighters in the world. On our pound for pound.
I thought that fight didn't he have a puffy eye in that fight? I thought you had
you get hit. Floyd had a bloody nose. Big deal against Cotto.
Yeah, but bloody nose and a swollen eye.
It's really about
one punch. That can happen with one punch.
Floyd don't get marks on his face for whatever reason. That's genetically. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he get touched.
Danny get the marks on his face.
Who that?
Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets marked up.
He gets scarred up.
There's a lot of fighters out there that get marked up.
But with all that,
winning and get
just before we leave this conversation, I think that Jamal Charlo is a hell of a fighter, and he would be a threat for any of those guys.
For
Canelo, for Benavidez, for Caleb Plant. Those are real fights, real competitive fights.
Why you think he don't want that Benavidez fight? Because that's his own pay-per-view.
I mean,
that's his own lane. All of a sudden, you fight Benavidez.
If he said on his social media account, "I'm the biggest 168," then you got to hold him accountable.
Oh, I do.
But if he never said that, and which I did not know, I never hold him accountable for not fighting.
But did you hear him say, "I don't want to fight Benavidez"? Have you heard that?
Bro, have you not been hearing all his
I'm just asking that question. Just tell me.
It's the energy. It's the energy.
No, but I'm saying, have you heard him say, "I don't want the Benavidez fight"?
No, I heard him say, I'm not fighting dudes nobody. Under
that was
25.
years ago. That was years ago.
I'm not fighting him till he get vaccinated.
That was literally years ago.
I'm not fighting him at 164. I mean, I got to fight him at 164.
How long ago were those statements?
Man, the most recent statement is, you broke.
Nah, but check it out. The smaller guy, it's okay.
Which is crazy.
It's okay for the smaller guy.
That's why they don't like me, Barak. That's why they don't like me, because I'm here to remind them, right? So
no, but Charlos didn't like you for like 10 years.
Charlo is telling he's telling Benavidez and them, oh, you broke because he don't want to fight them. But when Daniel Jacobs didn't want to fight Charlo and he said, you ain't touching M's, you know, it was different. You know what I'm saying? So tables turn, just like Cotto. Cotto didn't like what Pacquiao did, but he turned around and did it to Canelo and put him in the catchweight. You know, these dudes, they wait till it's their turn to be the A side to then get diva-ish.
Yeah, I think
diva-ish.
I think people got a lot of grace for themselves when they're in the situation, you know. But when they looking at somebody do it, they can call it out in a second. It's just like, I'm gonna give you an analogy. You was talking about Spence and Thurman earlier. If you've been grinding for a long time. I remember when I first met you, brother.
I forgot who I told that story. I think it was Giandra.
What?
When we first met.
We first met. There was some tension. There was some tension going on.
That's when you first met him. You know, but when I first met him.
Yeah, because I think me and you met with when it was Ak and Hitch. I met you, I believe, in the studio.
I thought it was in Atlantic City.
That's when we was doing stuff for World Star Hip Hop.
You was with a Caucasian lady at the time.
Yeah, I walked up to Barak like
you were still working. You were still working, like driving or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And before that, I think it was before that.
Before, when I first met him, he was popping smack like, who these dudes with these green passes? Who the hell are these dudes? Because it was about 2 or 3 of us. And
I don't think I was popping smack. I went right up to you.
No, you ain't go up to me. You was you was in front of me.
No, don't act like you came to us.
No, you ain't go
to me, Barak.
We're in Brooklyn.
You wasn't
I'm a monster, my man.
No, you did.
Barak, you weren't there.
You wasn't there.
Nobody stepped to me.
What happened?
No, it was him.
It was me, Hitch, and somebody else.
But, and I did walk up to you. I'm like, yo.
No.
Yo, I ain't going front. I ain't going front. Who asked
Let me get the story up.
Who asked the best questions during the press conference? I ain't going front. I ain't going front. It's Ness.
Listen. It wasn't a press conference.
Let me get the story up because you misunderstand me.
No. Let me remind you. Let me remind you.
First of all, I was telling the story. Y'all took off.
All right, you can go. I'm telling you my perspective on the first time I met him.
I really want to hear it.
And it's a long. Listen,
it sounds like he's still mad at you, Ness.
Nah, I'm not mad. I'm proud of him and this journey.
Amen.
And to give you a real perspective, I'm not new to this sport. I was new to being, I guess, a quote-unquote boxing journalist or analyst, whatever you want to call me. I wasn't new to the sport. I just showed pictures I just posted a picture recently of me with the Whitaker in the Whitaker at the Garden, Whitaker Trinidad with a credential. Way before you thought about being a boxing, anybody thought. So I've been in the sport, but Nessa had already been grinding as a YouTuber with a camera. I was new to it. World Star gave us an opportunity to cover the sport. I knew the sport, and for some reason, I don't know if it was de Blasio, somebody gave me access to get to a fighter, and Ness saw me walk by and was like, "Why? I never seen this guy."
Ness was hating?
Ness was hating. I never seen this guy in my life. Why are they pulling him in to ask these questions when I'm Ness, or I'm the boxing voice.
You would have said the same thing, though.
Listen,
I don't remember.
So he looked at me like this. I never forget it. He had the long stick with the camera. The long stick he used to, way before the Gimbo. He had the long stick like this.
The mono pad.
Taller than everybody.
That's
long stick. And he looked at me just like this. So the camera could see me. The hell is this guy? And then after.
That's because he's been grinding. Who the hell are you?
Who am I? True. And after, he didn't come at me like, who are you? He said, who do you guys work for? He looked at my past like, oh.
He don't talk like that.
So it was a little rougher than that. No.
A little rougher than that.
It was respectful, but it was inquisitive. He wanted to know who the hell we were.
Hell yeah. And I'm like, who are you guys with?
That was
I think I was
I there for that? Was I there for that?
Yeah, no, it was. And once he saw we was a world star, all right, I can't compete with those numbers.
Yeah.
But that was our first interaction. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're good friends now, and we've both witnessed each other's journey. Yeah. And I'm proud every time I see you shining. And with Danny, I'm like, damn, I love
struggling.
it.
You done blew up, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a red car out there. I can only rent cars like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's because you flying around.
I can only rent cars like that. You know
it don't make sense to buy
That's because you're flying first class everywhere.
I don't have money like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Why have a car when you're always in the sky?
Let me go back to, is there anything you want to say about that?
Honestly, I do remember the story slightly different. Just more like me saying like, who you guys with? More that. Yeah. I don't know about like
that wasn't the energy.
I don't think you said that.
I was more shocked, like, because I remember the story.
Excuse me, sir. Who do you be with?
Yeah.
I'm just pondering.
Yeah, we both gonna have a different story when it comes to that.
I pretty much remember like growing up being super shocked, like, yo, who you guys with? Because y'all got 3 credentials.
Yeah. It was me, Ak, and his.
And then he was like, nah, you
World Star Hip Hop.
we were World Star and shit. I fuck with Q and whatever. And so he was still alive back then. And I'm like, wow, okay, y'all with World Star. Wow, now they in boxing. They're not seeing y'all ever since then. Every time.
Thank you.
You know, and I always say the story because I don't know when you told me. I don't know. I highly doubt it was in the first year we met, but I found out later that you had a manager. You know, so whenever someone brings you guys up, I'm like, nah, man, them dudes, they official. They came into the game with a manager, and y'all just been, you know, your journey is amazing. You know, from World Star. For those that don't know, from World Star to Hulu,
Sirius XM,
you know, Sirius XM, DAZN. It's great. This is 50.
And we give a lot of credit to 50 Cent too.
This is 50.
This is 50 in their whole office, G Unit, everybody over there. They introduced us to a different type of platform.
They gave us that platform.
And you know something else, I'm not gonna say that I learned it from you, but I definitely I'll say I'm following you because you had the bigger platform. So like, you know, you guys have invited me to your shows and on your panel, and that's what I'm trying to do. Whenever he's at a fight, I'll fly someone out so they could be a co-host, you know, to give that opportunity as well. Because when you guys were in series, you would call me and give me that opportunity. So,
this is 50 everywhere because we should be family. There's a lot of money out there for everybody because that's what we're trying to do. Yeah. We're trying to make money in the sport that we love. But I think we should do it from a friendly perspective. We shouldn't be looking at each other like competition. Whatever I've accomplished in this game had no effect on you.
For sure.
No negative effect on you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you accomplished did nothing negatively to me. That's why I applaud everything that you do and everything that you get. You know what I mean? And I believe you do the same for me. You know, so that's why we had guys like Radio Raheem, Ellie Setback, everybody on our show. Like,
and people are caddy in this industry.
Brother,
a lot of dudes that are caddy. And one thing I can say for sure, and I'll stand by this 1,000%, whether Barak and I have disagreed with certain platforms on air, on an airwave or on TV, we've never said anything negative about any boxing platform. YouTube, other TV shows, ever. And that says a lot because I've seen it done in this industry over and over again. Whether it's, I don't want to even say names.
I would never try to disrespect a man publicly, bro. Never. You know, I might have a problem with a man and I go to that man to his face. You know what I mean? But I would never disrespect him publicly. I want him to eat, no matter what he said about me.
Oh, and I wanted to point something out because I watched some of your show yesterday about the whole offer for Canelo with Spence and what's the guy's name? Brown?
Tom Brown.
He kept calling DAZN an app. And I was watching, I was a little frustrated.
It is an app.
And so is Netflix.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Are you saying app? He said app. Like
no, he's trying to throw a shot at the app.
Okay, I got you.
But I'll tell you one thing.
It's an app. Like Broner used to say.
Showtime, right? YouTube has like a 1.5 million subscribers. DAZN, and they started in 2007. 2007,
Showtime, yeah.
Right? The Showtime Boxing. DAZN has 2.5 million in a couple of years. Showtime themselves, they have a streaming app. So does Amazon, so does Disney,
ESPN,
so does Stars, so does all of the major platforms. They all have streaming apps. So it's 2022. So that whole trying to throw shot at an app, you playing yourself and making yourself look old.
But let's talk about
let him do that. We shouldn't do that.
Let's talk about those numbers.
What was that? No, I'm not letting him do that. I just want to get perspective.
Yeah.
Everybody has an app.
No, absolutely.
They want to be
That's
little
Because you want to be little. And then he said that the Plant fight uplifted the app
Canelo.
for this fight.
Well, the promotion, because Canelo has been tucked away for 6 fights.
Why? Who says tucked away though? Because he's been on DAZN, that's tucked away.
Hell yeah.
So you don't know really how many people have been watching Canelo on DAZN, like globally. No. When I say globally, I'm including America.
Okay, but that's
part of the globe.
But that's the DAZN gimmick, though.
That's not a gimmick, though. It's not a gimmick.
Hold on, fellas. To say globally so that we could report 1.5, but how many people watch Teleserrano in America? That's the number.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Matters.
I don't know why people care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care.
Because you can't compare American numbers. Like, I seen Eddie's interview. He's like, oh, we do better numbers than Showtime. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here to compare. Like, everything is a paid subscription. Showtime is a paid subscription, but they've been around since we was kids.
Longer, that's all.
We've been around since we was kids, so DAZN ain't there yet.
The truth is,
so what?
No, but the truth is, you are competing with Showtime. I mean, Charlo, he could Google it. He did.
No, I said I'm not here to compare. I don't care.
No, but they
Who
do.
cares?
They do from a competitive standpoint. The numbers U.S. streaming for DAZN are very similar to U.S. streaming Showtime numbers.
And we fresh out the gate.
Exactly.
We fresh out the gate. Do you know how long Showtime was chasing HBO? Their whole career.
Yeah.
Their whole lifetime.
But for us, again, I'm in tune with the streets. Like, we're frustrated as Americans.
Yeah, I don't know the streets. He keeps saying I'm in tune with the streets.
Because
I don't know the streets.
we got, like, you guys I know y'all take callers, but we got, like, chatters and shit from international.
We don't take callers anymore because we're on TV, so we don't take calls. But
I know you in tune
Oh,
with the
wow.
streets.
When they stopped that?
No, we don't.
Because we're not on Sirius XM anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we stopped that about a year ago.
You don't watch our show.
Yeah, you don't. I thought your ear was to the street.
Hear me out. Honestly, I watch your clips because the things y'all put on social media is more direct to the topic. So it's like you post you and Charlo, and he says what I need him to say to make a title. Like, all I need is a title and that soundbite to
And by the way, you got to, when you do that, make sure you shout out where it came from, because one clip. No, one clip.
I know one clip. You told me about it.
No. I'm talking about recently. I'm talking about when Jamal, when Errol was on the show and talked about fighting Jamel Charlo. Like, if he had to fight Jamel Charlo, you posted that, but you didn't mention it came from the show. But I didn't care. It was like I was being playful. I didn't care.
Nah, you gotta care though. You gotta care. No,
I don't.
You have to, because he
doesn't really care. But I care.
It is. No, and I do too.
I don't care.
And I do. And if I did,
you care if you have some kind of expectation.
No, I have expectations from him.
If you have an expectation, you care.
I do.
No.
See, I'm different from you. He's my friend.
Yeah.
So he's not my friend. He's not. I don't.
No, listen.
Look at that.
Listen, Barak. Nah, he's playing. But listen,
hey, bro, Barak, you want to swap seats?
listen. I have expectations from you. I have expectation for certain people. So from him, I'm always going to expect him to say.
And I get what you're saying, because we know better.
Yeah.
We know better. It's different for a dude that just started. Like, it's true. A share. Recognition that goes a long way. So I must
acknowledgement.
I have that expectation, of course.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You would like that, but if it's not,
but I'm not gonna get upset at it.
I don't care.
I'm gonna be like, oh, Ness dropped the ball here, but it's all good.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys did start that. He did say he would fight Jamel.
Yeah, on our show, that was when he first said it.
Jamel's still kind of saying he don't want to fight Earl.
Yeah, but he heard that Errol said that, we break bread together, whatever, because he mentioned it as well.
If the fight makes sense, they'll fight each other.
I'm with that, though. You don't fight your friend, though. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never fought one of your friends.
What? If I fought one of my friends, it's a real fight, brother.
You can't.
Sparring? Because I fought martial arts for mad years.
Though, but for me, I grew up fighting.
Sparring, I sparred my friends, yes.
He's saying, like, have a fight.
I never fight.
A real fight.
I never had a real fight with one of my friends.
Yeah, but then that's not your friend no more. You hurt them.
Oh, really?
How? Like, did you grow up with brothers? Like I grew up with like
6
uncles.
brothers, but I didn't grow up with them.
I grew up with like uncles and cousins. Bro, they was beating my ass.
Me and my brother sparred before. Like, they made me a monster by training me. But it's not like we fought didn't fight my uncles. I didn't fight my cousins. I didn't fight my family. That's unheard of in my family.
But this is different. I mean? This is a business.
We fought everybody else.
First off, these two guys ain't brothers. They ain't grow. Errol and Jamel didn't grow up together.
But they love each other, though.
No, I'm saying.
Everybody trying to make us fight each other.
So let's get this money then.
No, I'm saying
they ain't gonna listen.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm saying me. My perspective is more like Jamel Charlo. Like, nah, I'm not fighting.
No, I respect
the fact
that too.
They friends, just like when the people wanted the Klitschko's to
get
fight.
This money, but I gotta hurt you for the money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
I don't want that.
It's gonna be more, bro. It's gonna be
I don't love money like that.
It's gonna be more money because it's taboo. But we got a bunch of questions for y'all from the people.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're gonna have to get to that before Nico Walsh Ali jumps in the studio. Let me see.
Oh,
Luckily
nice.
for us, we put both names on the same post. So, pulling it up. I'm going slow. Akim Barak, here we go.
Are we filming this as well? Because I don't have a shirt on. And I just want.
No, I don't want people. You're being filmed.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're being filmed. First one is from David Maldonado, New York City.
I know David. Skip that.
Yo, and it'd be funny if you do because
I'm joking.
He loves talk radio.
Okay.
David Maldonado says, what improvements you see that an assistant trainer can work on with Teofimo being that he's about to fight Josh Taylor next? I don't believe that.
Bro, he ain't fighting.
That's not happening. So that's not even happening.
Yo,
what are we talking about here?
So hurt.
Yeah, I don't like to judge a fighter off one bad fight. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even want to say that. You know what I mean?
So you don't think he needs an assistant trainer at all? You want to see him like just him and his dad?
I say give him one more shot. Don't judge him off one. Of course, everybody can use another trainer. Everybody can learn something more different. But I say give him another shot.
I think the best version of Teofimo is a hell of a fighter and would give Josh Taylor hell.
He was dealing with a lot.
To his point. And I know this is cliche, but I just don't. That wasn't the typical Teofimo in there against Kambosos. I mean that's my judgment.
Yes, that's because.
In fact, I think Devin Haney. Another topic.
His head got so big. That it just fell off. Like he wasn't able to. He couldn't keep his balance, bro.
No, you know what it is too. Sometimes fighters go in there injured. Fighters go in there.
I heard he went in there injured.
Fighters go in there.
The chest, right?
No, it's not just. He had more than that, actually, for real.
No, some personal shit too.
And
going through it.
He had an injury as well. But fighters go in there with injuries and they say to themselves, "I got to get this dude out because I'm a little messed up right now." You know what I mean? Like,
that's what you're saying. That's why he came out. I don't know if first round.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw in K.
It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be hard to agree with that when he put it out there beforehand, like Fury, that he was going for the first round knockout. See, Fury said around, I'm gonna take out Wilder, I'm gonna take out White. So we expected that. He put that expectation
pressure on himself.
Yeah, his father.
I mean, that's obviously what happened in the first round and the rest of the fight. That was the mindset. So I mean, I've been in the ring before, Barak's fought before, how that makes you feel, like how tired you will get, like trying to execute and put all that pressure on your back. You're not going to be your typical self in the ring. That's what happened to Teofimo. That's why I think Devin is going to beat Kambosos easily, in my opinion, because it just and so would Teofimo. And there's no disrespect to Kambosos. He fought the hell of a fight. I want to
clean that up.
No. Listen, I never shied away from giving my opinion. I just think that wasn't typical Teofimo. Yeah. But Kambosos,
that part I agree with.
Listen, Kambosos took advantage of that and won all of those straps.
Timing is everything.
I just think Devin is not going to put that type of pressure on himself. He's not trying to knock Kambosos out. He's trying to systematically. He's systematically gonna outbox him easily.
He training harder than ever, he said.
No, he's training, bro. And let me tell you, that left hook
I know y'all
crazy.
Know.
Now listen, Devin is a monster. One of the best fighters in the world.
I can't believe he ain't knocking people out. That left hook looked crazy in sparring.
And if he wins in June, he's gonna creep up on that pound for pound list. He's gonna be on a pound for pound list after that fight.
Do you expect? What was the fight that just happened? It was like 11-1. Shakur, do you think Devin can do something like that? And if he is an 11-1, 10-2 type of fight, does Kambosos still go for the rematch, or you think he pulls the rematch?
I mean,
he walks away.
Good questions. That's questions I asked him. Go ahead.
No, well, as far as him outboxing him like that, I think he can do something like that against Kambosos.
11-1, 10-2, or a straight shutout?
I mean, I don't know. You know,
You say easily.
No, I'm saying I think Kambosos can win rounds in that fight.
Many you give him?
You say easily.
Not too many.
How many?
Not too many.
Look,
You only got.
He don't want to put him in the box. You don't want to say how many.
You lose if you win 5. So let's go 5, 4, 3.
What I'm saying is that when you watch, in my opinion, and I'm not a psychic, watching that fight at the end, people are going to say,
why you make predictions?
listen, Barack.
I'm sorry, I'm the worst. Bro.
Barack.
I'm the worst.
When you watch that fight, I think the narrative after is going to be, damn, Devin outboxed.
So wait a minute. Shakur was 11-1. Yeah.
What?
I didn't count rounds. I was working with the
10-2 the most you could get at, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I scored 11-1.
I mean, what we watched after the Taylor fight, I don't see.
We on a laptop.
I didn't see Valdez winning the round.
Exactly.
I didn't see him winning the round.
And,
but as far as the rematch,
you probably tuned in after the third, which is the round he won.
But why wouldn't if Kambosos loses like that? Why would he pull out of a rematch if it's already on contract? Doesn't make sense.
No, I mean, I'll give you an example.
What I'm saying is,
Abner Mars pulled out of his rematch with Johnny Gonzalez after he got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
No, I know, but sometimes we walk away. Is all I'm saying. Sometimes
he's not walking away from another payday.
Julian Williams.
I mean, look,
I believe he had a rematch as well,
and walked away from Jason Rosario rematch
to get right. Yeah. But you
he's
know
what? Not walk away.
If Devin Haney beats him badly, that's the question I asked Eddie.
No, matter of fact,
he got another fight in Australia.
Jared Hurd walked away when Julian beat him.
Yeah.
People walk away, man.
Nah, he ain't walking away from that. In Australia, another rematch and another payday.
Yo, what do you mean? Think about it. Think about it. Hold on, think about it.
Yes.
Give it to him. Give it to him, baby.
Like, bro, y'all from New York, right? Why would you want your mama to see you get your ass whooped in front of your stoop twice?
For another check?
Yeah.
Twice.
For another big check?
My mama never saw that thing.
Neither did mine.
Thank God. You know
Let me get these questions. Oh, my God. Y'all too funny. Israel Weber in Oklahoma says, appreciate y'all very much. Y'all got my 70-year-old dad watching boxing again after years of ignoring it. When next in Oklahoma, lunch on me. Shout out to Izzy, who really does.
Wait. Who are you talking to? You or us?
You guys.
You serious?
When is he getting? When is lunch coming?
No,
he said
you just gotta go to, and that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, he said go to Oklahoma.
Yeah, whenever you're next in Oklahoma, and he really does buy people lunch if you actually show up to Oklahoma and look him up.
Unfortunately, ain't no fights in Oklahoma.
Nah, that ain't true. Y'all
Top
been out there? Nah,
Top Rank has been
Dazn, Matchroom.
Yeah, I know, but Top Rank too.
Yeah,
they used.
We only go out to the
Jeremiah
big ones.
Milton out there. We got Mr. Adore that says appreciate what y'all doing to. Excuse me, appreciate what y'all bring to the zone, and I still miss that SiriusXM Daily Show. My question is,
bless you.
What did y'all think about the commentary during the Tele Serrano? I thought McCaskill was great.
Didn't hear it.
We were there live, so we couldn't.
I didn't hear it. I'm so sorry, but I heard. I ain't gonna say what I heard because that's corny. That's corny.
Well, I mean,
I gotta hear it myself.
No, people were saying it. It's okay.
Nah,
people were saying it.
I thought Serrano won.
I did too, but I have to watch it again. I only watched it live. The energy was different. It's hard to score rounds when you enter the fight. It's hard to score the fight.
Katie looked beat.
I was an emotional.
Somehow, she looked.
Yeah, but you got to count rounds. I don't know. But you got to count rounds. All right, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to give an analogy. Amir Khan versus Maidana. Who looked beat afterwards? Amir Khan looked beat up. Yeah, but he won that fight if you count rounds. He won 7 rounds to 5. It was a bad
but
he was beat up.
I tried to score it. I gave a man 6 rounds to 4.
You got to remember it was Joe Cortez that got him the
Was it? I was there, but I don't remember.
Fake elbow point deduction. You know, Maidana flinched. Like, and he took a point. Like, what the?
You said who gave who to win? Khan?
Not Cortez.
Yeah. Cortez.
No, I know, but so you felt like that fight was close?
What?
Because I thought Khan washed Maidana outside of the round where he hurt him.
Bro.
It's like 7-5.
Second half of the fight.
7-5?
Yo.
Nah.
I don't know. I wasn't.
I was there.
I don't care. I watched it.
I wasn't scoring rounds.
I watched it.
He said, okay, I watched it.
I wasn't scoring
3 rounds for Maidana.
Yo, that's supposed to mean something when someone be like, I was there.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Your angle was bad. I watched the whole fight.
I was there.
You was at 200 seats.
I wasn't 200.
I act like you was upstairs, but I was ringside. Fuck you talking.
I wasn't in the HBO gave me those seats. I believe it was HBO. Yeah, they gave me them seats.
Well, they weren't great seats evidently.
Nah, I was there, man.
I got La Duda, Claudio, who says, what cologne did you guys wear for Serrano versus Taylor?
She was there? Creed, baby, Aventus.
I don't wear cologne.
Really?
Yeah, and nobody's hugging me, so stop it.
I hug people.
Stop it.
I'm very friendly.
Stop it. Unless she just walked by.
she's
She's
there?
a fighter, though. She's a fighter. She's a fighter. Yeah.
She was there?
I don't know. She didn't give us details.
God bless you, sis.
But she definitely
I'm
didn't
with
say what
you.
cologne.
I'm with you though. I'll hug people.
I don't wear cologne.
Kiss babies.
Yeah, Danny got a whole new he got a whole new show now, right? So for the first time,
What?
Yeah, because we got a little budget. We sent a cameraman with him. And look, he just walked in with a coincidence.
Well, that's not the cameraman.
Let me finish my story. That's not the cameraman, but he was the one.
How you finishing your story for his show?
Well, he's
I'm the one bringing it up. So Madison was the one that, you know, from afar was able to see that there's potential for like some sort of pilot series with Danny because he's so popular. Like people coming up to him, fighters, you know, fans. And he had a cameraman, so they made a little collage and it looked good. So
kissing babies and hugging people.
he was doing it all, man.
Hugging people.
He was doing it all,
bro.
man.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
But we got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas, and we got to wrap it up. We got Nico
right.
Walsh. We got Nico in the green room. We got James Valdez, San Antonio, Texas says, I always appreciate DAZN's production. Your program stays dope. Question: what's the weirdest thing that happened to you in the UK?
Weird?
I don't.
I can't say
that's a
anything.
tough on the spot question. The weirdest thing.
All right. So
all right. The weirdest thing is that people actually knew who we were. Like, but
That was
a
weird.
lot of people.
That was weird.
Because that was way back in the days when first time when we went. You talking about 2018?
We had only been on the zone for a couple
and then
of
we
months
was like,
at the
wait a
time.
minute, y'all watch boxing out here? The whole country
what
watch
you mean
boxing.
out here? The whole country watch boxing in the UK.
Here we walk the streets with fighters, go shopping with fighters and Gucci and all of that. And guess what?
Nobody knows.
Couple
Some
of people know
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Couple of people know them.
I'm talking about the best fighters
You know
in the
what I'm
world.
saying? Yeah.
I know.
So it's like,
Yeah. I
damn,
don't-
when we go out there, boxing is like Anthony Joshua was like Denzel Washington out there. So that was kind of
nothing
crazy.
weird.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Tell
happened?
me you seen that video of Anthony Joshua. Everybody, you know you. Come
Which
on,
one?
you on social media? Don't act
Tell
like
me,
y'all ain't
I'm
seen
gonna tell the truth. Tell him.
Anthony Joshua. It's old, but they put the little sad music. Please find it. Somebody, you know what I'm talking about with Anthony Joshua and Floyd?
Nah.
Oh yeah, I watched it. That was hilarious.
yeah.
Why they do Floyd like
That was
that?
hilarious.
They didn't do him like that.
The fans did it
No,
like
the
that.
fans did.
You know why? Because
Joshua's that
Thank you.
That big over
People don't realize. To us, Floyd is that big.
Bruh.
Joshua's that big.
Joshua is such a. I feel bad I ever said anything to upset that man.
Because the way he was pulling Floyd in, like, come on, why y'all forgetting about
Why y'all
Floyd?
forgetting about my brother?
You see
like,
what I'm
bringing him
saying?
in.
I bet you some of those people didn't know who Floyd was.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
That's crazy.
They didn't.
Because if anybody would know that's Floyd,
But that's how AJ is. He's a good guy,
Joshua
bro.
literally told
He's a
one of
good
the
man.
dudes, like, yo, like,
Yeah.
you could see he gestured like,
Yeah.
and dude's like, and just walked away.
That was bad.
That was
That was
crazy.
bad.
Joshua was like, y'all don't know. I know y'all like me, but y'all don't know who y'all standing
Yeah,
next to.
Floyd gonna get that video took down. I'm telling you. Last one. Actually, don't he fight today or Saturday?
Who?
When is that Floyd fight? I've been seeing a lot of
it's like
promotion
the
recently.
21st.
Nah,
I
that's
think.
like the 21st or the 14th.
Okay.
One of them
Yeah.
days.
I thought it was this weekend away.
It's like the 14th or the
I felt like I
29th.
woke up to so much promotion. All right, last one.
You
We
know
gotta-
who he's fighting? You know that guy? Don Moore or something like
Oh
that?
yes, his sparring partner. His sparring partner. It's so crazy. I have to check my analytics, but we wrote an article on him many years ago, and it's like now he's fighting Floyd. So like it's bringing in hits on the
Wow.
website.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's a sparring partner from out here somehow. Yep. All right, Killer Kells in California. Last one. He says, "How would you grade?" Okay. How would you grade Ness' ascension to the big time in Vegas from living room in Jersey? And what advice would you give him that would get him to the next level? Thank you,
Oh,
Kells.
you're wildin'. Ness is at that.
He's at
next
that level. He's his own
appreciate-
owner. I mean, like,
I appreciate the question, but he's an entrepreneur. What next level is there? You know what I'm saying? Well, you want him to have more things, more money, I guess, but he's where he wants to be. You know what I
definitely
mean?
happy, man.
Yeah.
so wait, you're living
Who
in
cares
Vegas,
about
I'm
getting
assuming,
more
right?
money? Who
So
cares about?
then you purchased something in Florida. So
Yeah.
you sold the house?
Nah.
All right, so you rented it
You
out.
see what I'm saying?
No. That's always gonna be home. So nobody's living there. Actually, they build in my pool right now. I'm forced to watch them build it through cameras and shit. I
Nice. So you're able to still have that home.
So you full time
for when
out here, obviously.
full time.
Nice.
When did that happen?
How was it out here?
I mean, I've been out here maybe 5-6 weeks now.
Oh, so it's new. It's
Very
fresh.
new. Very
Let me tell
new.
you.
How you like in
Ever
Vegas?
since whoever you got editing, where you at?
Oh, he's not here.
Oh my
Remote.
God!
Wow.
Yes.
Listen.
Wow.
Shout out to Jemmy, baby.
Jemmy.
Yo,
Wow.
Jemmy. Jimmy,
Jimmy?
he's blowing us. He's not in here.
You pointing
He remote. I'm pointing to the camera. I thought we was gonna get the wide shot.
Nah, he's not
and
in
the
it.
TikTok,
Yo, he's murdering it.
You're going on TikTok
Yeah.
like didn't I hit you and I was like, yo, look at what Ness is doing. Look at what they doing. This is beautiful.
Yo.
Like Ness, you talking about advice? I'll take some advice from Ness. The hell are you talking about?
Phenomenal
I love what
editor.
I'm watching.
Phenomenal.
He's amazing, man.
Phenomenal editor.
I don't ever want to lose him, but if he goes somewhere,
Yo, whatever they paying you,
We'll double it. We'll double it.
double that, bro. You are phenomenal.
As a matter of fact, hit me in the DM.
yo,
You gotta pause on that.
Yo.
I ain't like that. I ain't like the way that sounds.
yo, let's get out of here. We're gonna take this picture. We'll be back. Quick intermission. Please give out your social media, gentlemen. If anybody's crazy enough not to be following you, let them know how they can.
Look, Boxing with Ak everywhere on all platforms. All right, peace and love, folks.
Boxing bully, man. God bless you guys.
Yo.
Man. Thank you for having us, man.
I went backwards on my likes. I know that's weird.
What?
But your name was something else like 6 years ago, right? Was it like
I just had
Prince?
a different page.
Punchline Prince.
Punchline
Different
Prince.
page.
That's like a personal page.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got that.
I'm like, yo, that's Barak.
no doubt. Oh, you said you went back on your likes. That's crazy.
Yeah, I went backwards. I didn't know you
doubt.
could do that. Like last night I was bored. I hit the backwards and shit.
I
It's
never
like
saw that.
9 years ago, and you could see what you liked. So I liked something of yours from like 9 or 6 years ago and shit.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
We'll be back.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.